All right, guys, so Audi put the craziest suspension I've ever seen on a stock car, and I don't know why nobody's talking about it. So to show you what I'm talking about, let me first open up the trunk because there's a toolkit here that they provide you with. Let's go here, open it up. It says Toolkit RS Sport Suspension Pro. You see their little suspension graphic right there. Tuning, you know, all that goodness. And then this is the toolkit you get. You get the tools here. This is specifically for the rear suspension, your rebound knob, or actually for the front as well. You just put that in there specifically for rebound, and then you can pull it off with this tool right here. But I'm not actually gonna be adjusting it. I'm gonna be showing you where to adjust it and kind of how the different adjustments work. I'm sure most people who are actually looking at this video know about suspension and how it works. But if you don't, I'm gonna do a quick explanation for people who just want to just have a quick understanding of it. So these are 3-way adjustable coilovers, and on the RS5 Competition, it already sits 0.4 inches lower than a stock Audi RS5, and you can further adjust that using the tools to an additional 4 inches lower. So if you want to drop this almost an inch, you can do that from the factory. No modifications required, which is cool. But I turned the wheel as much as possible to fit my phone in here to show you guys what I'm talking about. So that right there is your coilover suspension. You see the springs, your dampers, and then your knobs right there. And those two knobs, let's see if I can zoom in for you guys. Those knobs right there are for your high speed, and you have low speed compression. And this has your rebound. Okay, so the rebound is up front. So the knob would be to be adjusting the back, which to adjust, you need to actually remove the wheel. So that's a lot harder to get to. This one, technically, if you get under the ground, you could do some quick adjustments to it. But let's talk about it. 3 adjustments: high speed compression, low speed compression, and rebound. What are those 3? What do they mean? And what do they do for your car's handling? So let's talk about what compression is versus what rebound is. So think of the shaft of the damper and then the housing. The shaft moves within the housing, and the speed at which that happens is either a high speed compression, getting closer together, or a low speed compression, is slowly getting closer together. And then rebound is the rate at which they separate from each other when the wheel is going away from the car, effectively. High speed compression, for example, are bumps, dips, basically instant impulses into the wheel that travel through the damper at a high rate of speed. And then a low speed compression example would be turning. Your body, the body of the vehicle will slowly have the suspension lean to one side, slowly compressing the damper. So in theory, if you want to have your car be very supple or absorb a lot of high impact bumps, you would lower your high speed compression as low as possible. But if you want it to still feel sharp on turn-in, you'll ramp up your low speed compression. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but as far as the high or low speed of the shock itself, that is how you have to look at it. And then the rebound is depending on how fast you want the suspension to return to its normal position once it decompresses effectively. And again, guys, you have different clicks or different knob turns. You'll see the numbers. That knob, actually, I'll open it up and I'll show you guys. That's effectively what you're adjusting. There are different numbers. And the reason they put this on the Competition, guys, is because they know people who are going to be taking this to the track are going to want to have different suspension settings depending on the track they're in and depending on preference. These are ultimately things that are based on driver feedback. So this is a rebound knob, and then you have 5 different clicks here. Five being the most aggressive, 1 being the least aggressive. So that's what that looks like. I hope that's not, I haven't taken the rear wheel off, so that might just be an extra knob, but yeah. And to be fair, guys, it's part of a $16,000 package on this Audi RS5. You can't get this on a base Audi RS5 unless you do it yourself, unless your own coilover system, which people do. It's not something that's like out of the ordinary. But this comes with it from the factory, and it is set up to allow you to get the most out of this car. Because as far as powertrain goes, they made no adjustments to this. Stock horsepower, stock torque. So that's a quick rundown of the coilover suspension, a rough tutorial on how you would adjust it in theory. I'm not going to be going down and actually making adjustments myself because I'm not going to be pushing this to the limit to really see or feel the difference. Even though in theory I would be able to on roads and stuff, it's just nice that Audi gives you the this from the factory that you can set up to your liking and have a setting and kind of just run with it for your either daily driving or for the tracks you go to. You can kind of set up your settings, write it down, and then when you're at that track again, you can go and tune it and then get onto the track. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.